Today we're gonna make a pan-seared scallop with a carrot coulis, and then on top of that, we're gonna do a carrot top salad. You're gonna take your carrots right here, and you're gonna separate the bottom from the top. Now, these you're gonna reserve, so we're gonna use it later on. Roughly chopped, that's fine. It's gonna go into the pan. Take them out, smash them, and here you go, just everything comes off. We're gonna put them in the pan with the carrot. Now, next step is the onion. We have a sweet onion right here. So it's fine if you just wanna cut it in half, that's fine. And then just roughly chop. So we're gonna do half an onion right here, all right? Now we're gonna take our vegetable broth. This is about 2 cups, we're gonna add 2 cups of this. Then we're gonna do a little white wine vinegar. And then you're gonna have a little bit of honey. The sweetness of it goes very, very well with the carrots. A little bit of pepper, not too much, and then we're gonna do a little cayenne pepper, okay? Let this go to boil. For the scallops, I'm gonna do a little bit of oil. We have the scallops, we're just gonna make sure that we pat them dry, because the drier they are, the crispier it is. Now, we're gonna do something, we're gonna salt the scallops. All right, and we're gonna salt them from where? Not down here, right? From up, okay, great. Salt, salt, salt. Look how more liquidy the oil just became, right?
Yeah.
It's telling me that it's ready, right? So we're gonna take the scallops and...
Okay, let's listen to
All
that.
right? Look, see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Right? Just for like, just a minute. I'm just pushing the middles here. In the meantime, I'm like, oh my God, are my carrots done? Who knows? Let's check. It needs a little more liquid, so here you go. I'm just gonna add more so that it stays, right? After 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just gonna take the scallop and literally just gonna give them a nice stir. Look at this. Look what you're looking for. Look what you're looking for. Now, these are some beautifully seared scallops, right there. So I take some butter here. I'm gonna put the first knob of butter. So this is fresh thyme, right? I'm gonna put that. Careful. Yeah, it's gonna do that. I'm gonna do a little clove of garlic, and then a little bit of sage. You're gonna baste. So look what I'm doing. Now, let's see what's happening here. Do you think this is done? Yes, it is. All right. And we're gonna move everything careful. If you're moving, around, you say hot, hot, hot. Put it in there. Now we're gonna blend this up. You see?
Yeah.
Almost like a soup, right?
Yeah, like
You see it?
So it looks like
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end, a little splash of vinegar, it's gonna make all the difference. All right, remember those carrot tops?
Yes.
I told you to reserve these aside. So we're gonna take this, move it in here, boom, right? And so what this does, so anytime you have a wilted herb at home or anything that you're just like, this is kind of dead, ice and water brings it back to life. So we're gonna use pancetta, which smells delicious. Dice it. So you're gonna take this, you're gonna slice it down, 1/2 inch. There you go. You're gonna cut this in half, lengthwise, and then you're just gonna go down. We are going to re-render this. So that's gonna go into a pan at medium-high heat, because the idea here is that we re-render these until it's nice and crispy, and then the fat is released, and we're gonna use the fat as well. And look, I didn't put any oil. Look, why? Because there is enough fat here that we don't need that, right? Look what happened here. Look how up they are now.
Oh, wow.
See?
Oh, wow.
Just like just a minute, right? We're gonna take the pancetta, take a slotted spoon, and you take our pancetta bites. Cube of pancetta on here to drain. Now you're gonna do a crunch component of a dish. A little bit of panko. Panko is a breadcrumb. So you're gonna take that, put it in here, right? You're gonna cover this up. Now we're gonna do salt and a little bit of pepper. So what we're gonna do here is basically toast the breadcrumbs. You wanna make sure that they're nice and coated. All right, well, it's time to assemble the salad. So at this point, what you wanna do, we don't wanna really use the stems. You just wanna use basically kind of the tops, right? Carrot tops. So just like that. Now, I'm gonna use parsley. I love parsley. Now, parsley, I'm not gonna use the stem either. I'm just gonna take the parsley take it off the stem and throw it in there, okay? Shallow right here, cut it in half. So I'm gonna take this, put it up, and then you do that. All right, so we have the lemon, we're gonna zest it. Now we are gonna add our pancetta, and then we have our breadcrumbs. So we're gonna do a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, not too much, just to coat. And you take the lemon that you had. Okay, so you have these. You can use your hands, you can use a spoon, whatever. You can use both. But I find often, especially in salads, that hands work best at this point. You kind of want to just give it a nice stir. So you're gonna give a nice stir. It's gonna be sauce at the bottom. See how clean I'm doing this? I'm just going down, and here you go. This is what you want. Oh, let's just. 1, 2, because you're gonna do 3 scallops.
Okay.
3. Look at that. Pour noisette in French. So you're just gonna put that on top.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty.
Look at that. So this is what we're gonna ask you to replicate.
Sure.
That's fine.
Beautiful.
She got this.
All right.